Hey YouTube, what's going on? Team Phantasmal here, coming at you guys with a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile of my PK Fire. The reason that I'm doing this, and I know I already have one up, but the ban list changed and everything. Not much changed to this deck in my opinion. Obviously the playstyle obviously changed. We have to adapt to the hits, but the deck is still very much playable. It's still one of the best decks out there at the moment, and you can probably expect another deck profile of this as soon as Invasion of Vengeance comes out, because this deck will definitely change as soon as that set hits. But yeah, I just want to do a deck profile of this because this is like the only deck I play in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I've won a lot with it. Probably won like three or four locals now with it, and I've been top four consistently all the time now. So yeah, it's still my favorite deck, and I still think it's the best deck in the game at the moment. I think it's better than anything else. But that's just my personal opinion. I like consistency, so that's why I play it basically. Combo centric decks are always my style. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Here we go. Obviously, we got our 3 Skarm, 3 Farfa, and then onto the one-ofs for all the Burning Abyss. We got Calcab, Barbar, Alec, Libic, Graph, and Seer is now one of, obviously, because it got hit down to 1 on the list. I think basically not much has really changed with this deck from the last time. It's just little small changes because of the hits and stuff like that. So, plus this PK Fire, there's not really a lot you can change about it except for little tech choices. You clicked on the video, you know what you're watching, you just want to see what's happening, and that's it. And then, Tour Guide, and then 3 Terratop and the Talk and Tom board, obviously. And then for the PK engine, it's standard as usual. 3 Silent Boots, 2 Ancient Cloak, and a Rag Gloves. It's always been that. And for the round out the last 2 monsters, Maxi. And since it's at 2 now, you can only run 2. Onto the spells. Get that over here. Sorry about the camera. 3 Twin Twisters. Woohoo! Fair. It's great. 3 Allure Darkness. I don't think this is right. I think it should be 2. Like, it should be 2, but it's going to stay at 3 for now because you just took away Seer and you added in Allure, so that was just an easy swap right there. But I feel like it's because you lose a target for a dark and then you add in a card that requires targets. I think that's kind of bad. But the reason I don't want to run 3 is because it's going to become dead at points, because then you draw this late game or something, because you're going to see it more often since that 3. I think the 2 is the right number. It's just you need to wait till the next set to add in anything else that's worthwhile, in my opinion. I'm sure there's something else you could run. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that much, you know. It's just when you get down to the critiquing of the deck and everything and the consistency ratios and all that stuff, 2 is going to be better than 3. But you know. Reinforcement of the Army, obviously. Foolish and Regeki. You probably get rid of this. Probably doesn't belong in this deck, but I'm a sack, so you know, I'm always gonna top deck that and win the game. It's awesome. 3 Fogblade, obviously. Price jump in this like crazy now. It's kind of funny. I'm like, cool. This like $8 card is now $20. It's pretty cool. 2 Strikes. Oh, well, that decreased in price though now. Damn you, Megatons. And then Warning. Common, obviously. It has to be common. So that's the spells and traps. Basically, everything's the same in my last profile, other than like the changes to the ban list, obviously. But I am going to go into the extra deck and side deck, but let's start with the extra. So, 3 Dante. I don't know why this didn't get hit. I play the deck. I know how strong it is. I know how it works with the back of my hand. Dante should have been hit. He's been alive for way too long now, especially when the deck is at its prime. I feel like Dante should have definitely been hit to 1. They didn't though, and this still makes the deck very, very playable. So, yeah, I don't know why they did that, but they did that. one Beatrice, because Beatrice got hit to 1 on the ban list. Fair hit, totally fair hit, and I respect the hit. Card's too good, so it's a good card. And then Dante Pilgrim is your target for Beatrice. Onto the rest. We got 2 Break Sword, still amazing card. Gram Pulse for back row. Levair for extending your plays. And since Beatrice got hit to 1, I put in this for now. 1 mech-equipped Angineer. This card's okay. Like, I don't like it that much personally, but like it's still playable, so that's why I play it, obviously. So the reasoning that I did this, I don't like this card that much, but the reasoning behind it was because I was like, okay, I only have 1 Beatrice now. Yes, it being destroyed is still beneficial to me, but what if I still want it to be alive? You know, I wanted to have like a way to protect it. Since I only have 1 now, I don't have that free luxury of going into a second one anymore. So I was just like, okay, well, Angineer can protect it. So I was like, seems fine enough for me. So, and then obviously the Giga Brilliance Corb Age. I've been running this since Corb Age came out, and I didn't know about this card until a friend of mine, Ellis Chan, showed me this, and he showed me it right away, and I was just like, whoa, that's insane. I actually I didn't even consider this whatsoever. So props to him for telling me about this card immediately when it came out, because I wouldn't have been playing it otherwise. So yeah. And then number 47, Nightmare Shark. You know, I used to badmouth this card. Like, I was just like, I'm never going to this card, like, ever. And I'm like, why am I running this? And then people were like, you're stupid. I'm like, what are you talking about? That card's amazing. I'm like, I know it's good, but I just never went into it. And then as soon as I started talking shit about it, it started coming up. And then I'm like, great, cool. Card actually is like actually getting me games. You know, when your opponent's at 2,900 and you do that exact 2,900 for game, and you're just like, bar Nightmare Shark, GG, thanks. And then F-Zero obviously for the Cosmo matchup, since Cosmos aren't dead. And then Dark Rebellion as your rank 4 target, obviously. So yep, that's the extra deck. I'm pretty sure everybody has the same. I don't know. I guess, again, tech choices. There's not really like a lot of originality when it comes to PK Fire. It's just like, it's PK Fire. It's the deck, you know? But yeah, let's go into my side deck. It's kind of like, there's new stuff in it and old stuff in it, so I still need to make changes and stuff, but 2 Unwavering Bond, because I hate pendulums. I don't know. It's unnecessary. It's like not the best way to kill pendulums. It's just kind of like Metal Foes. I was just kind of like, Metal Foe Yang Zing's probably gonna become a thing, so I'm just like, okay, do this and stop their plays immediately. Like, I don't know. So yeah, it's fine. It's like, I'm sure there's something better, but it's like, it's fine. This card needs to be taken out. 3 Magic Deflector. Mars are dead, so this needs to probably... I need to find something else to put in, basically. I just don't know what. So if you guys can give, like, comments or suggestions about something. I'm just kind of, like, thinking through all the decks, like Cosmos, PK Fire, Blue Eyes, and... is there anything else many? I'm missing something else, probably. There's, like, another Tier 1 deck right now. Anyways, whatever. Those decks, I'm just trying to think of anything to side against them. But yeah, this doesn't do that much anymore right now. Yeah. And then, obviously, the best way to stop pendulums and Blue Eyes, actually, now, too. Anti-Spell Fragrance. It's anti-spell. You just stop Blue Eyes from going off. Make sure that they brick all the time like they should always. And then you just sit on this, and you're just like, cool, I win. And then pendulums just can't play. So it was great. There's not a lot of pendulum decks at my locals whatsoever, at all. Like, there's not a lot of people that like that deck. My locals has kind of like a consensus that they just didn't like the playstyle of that deck, or like didn't like it that much. It's not that the deck's bad or anything. Like, it still wins. It still tops. Like, I think there was recently a regional or something, or a YCS that a guy came first place 7-0 with pendulums. It's not that the deck's bad. It's just, I think it's just everybody's come to the consensus that the playstyle is really not to them, and stuff like that. So I don't really get to play against pendulums that much, but I do know how to counteract them if the thing pops up. But yeah, 2 system down, because I'm like, Cosmos are still kind of like not the easiest matchup in the world for this deck, since I can't target. their ships. So this is just like an auto kill basically half the time for them. So, especially since Dark Destroyer is at 1 now. Then for the last little bit, 2 Flying Sea for the mirror match. I don't do the mirror match that much because I'm like one of the only PK Fire players left. I do have one other player at my locals that plays a very good player on his part. He's a very good player. So he only plays that deck at certain like the championships that are locals. So that's pretty much the only time I get to play in the mirror match. But he is a very good player, so I do like to side for him. And then lastly, the 3 Ally of Justice. What's this called? Cycle. Yes, Cycle Reader. It's basically for Blue Eyes. It just makes their Stone of Legend dead and gets rid of their Gospel targets in the grave. So, and then as also so they can't reoccur the Blue Eyes as usual. So yeah, that's basically, it's just a really good card against Blue Eyes basically. So yeah, this is my PK Fire deck. I'm super sure it's the same as everybody else's. Like, I just don't think there's like a lot of originality when it comes to this like deck. It's just PK Fire. It's good. It's consistent, and it's the way I like it. But I just wanted to get the deck out there just to show what I'm doing for the format, the September 2016 format at the moment until the new set's released. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please do leave a like and a comment, and let me guys know what you think about my side deck and what I could change to make it better. I'm totally open to options and comments. So yeah, peace out guys. Thanks.